How's it going, everyone? It's time once again for a weekly watch list. What this is basically the top setups I'm watching for the upcoming week. So let's just get right with it. First up, ticker SPY. You can trade ES futures, SPY options, or SPX options based off these levels. I have support and resistance charted this week for SPY. We've had some big pushes to the downside, right? Not a whole lot of fresh hourly supply and demand zones, but I'm sure we will make some through the week, and I'll keep you all updated on them during our Instagram lives of the morning where we create our watch list and during our YouTube live trading, which will continue this coming week. All right, so basically what I'm looking for here, we have some resistance around this 550. If something happens, we get some, major strength this week, we push up, I will watch this for a possible reject. But let's talk about the levels that are, that we're closer to. This 500 area, we could bounce it. Could be a possible call entry or ES long entry, okay? Gonna watch this for confirmation. If we lose it, as always, let's look for the retest from the bottom. We could possibly catch a possible short entry or put entry there. So, looking for a bounce for calls. If we lose it, watching for the retest for possible short entry. This will be a key level this week. Below that, I don't have anything until we reach this 480. So, once we lose 500, we have quite a bit of room down. That 480 is a big level, and I really like this area for possible bounce. I'll be watching this closely. Hopefully, I'll be live with you all when it happens, so we can, work together on that. Up next, QQQ. You can trade NQ futures or QQQ options based off these levels. Again, we do have some resistance way up around this 460.4 area. Gonna watch that closely if we happen to push back up that far. And one thing I want to say before it slips my mind during this video, be sure you pay attention to the daily gaps above. I know we're quite a ways away from some of them. I think we have a couple open, but them could be some massive plays in the future. So keep them marked and watch for us to enter them gaps. Something I'll be watching personally. So 412.4 for a possible bounce. We lose it. Look for the retest from underneath for a possible short. If it reclaims it, oh well. Then around this 400.5, I'm going to be watching for a possible bounce for calls or NQ longs. I really like that level. Not a whole lot of zones like I said before, but I'm sure we'll create plenty this coming week. You all know I like the hourly zones. Up next is SPX, okay? You can trade SPY options, SPX options, or ES futures based off these levels. If you don't understand how I trade SPX, I do have a video specifically on that. Quick summary, I use it to help guide my SPY ES trades, right? I mostly trade futures now, so guide my ES trades. You don't want to be entering longs below resistance, and you don't want to be entering shorts above support, right? Just a very simple tip that can save you from getting stopped out when unnecessary. Just pay attention to these levels. They are support and resistance, and they can be strong. So 5,000 area for a possible bounce. You can trade these levels alone if you like. Just be sure you have SPY up and stuff with it. SPY ES. 5,000 for a possible bounce. We lose that, we have quite a bit of room down, just like we've seen on the SPY chart. But anyways, we could watch this for a possible reject. It's probably the closest resistance I have on any chart that I can actually see clearly. Remember, if I have to strain my eyes to find levels, they're not there. Same thing with patterns. If they're not clear and obvious, do not trade them. Don't even think about it. Don't even put them on your chart. So possible reject here. The next would be here. Okay. Pretty straightforward, right? I do have a swing trade set up. Check this out. Well, I say swing trade. Could be a day trade. Swing trading is a little iffy in this market right now, right? With all the uncertainty, all the massive moves. If you guessed, Nvidia is right. Ticker NVDA. We are coming down to daily demand. Curious to see if we lose this 90 area or not. If we do, oh well, I'll buy more for the long term. But this has the potential to be a big bounce area. So what I'll look for, not really interested in entering right here for anything, but once we close above this on the daily, I'm going to start considering a possible day trade with options, and for two, a possible swing trade or leap trade with calls. If you do take the swing trade or leap, please go light. This market is a little bit wild right now. It will settle down. I believe that we will hit all-time highs again. When? I don't know, but my main focus right now, everyone, is long-term. Buying opportunities like this is where you build your wealth. I'm telling you all. I've seen this happen a few times throughout my trading career, right? As a day trader, we've had these massive dips. Everyone panics. They don't buy. Well, a lot of day traders I know, they don't buy and they miss out on these big moves. And how many times have you heard someone say, okay, next time we pull back, I'm buying, but when it pulls back, they're like, no, too much risk. Do we have more room to the downside? Could we see more pullback? Yes. Will I be continuing to add to long-term heavy during the bear market? Yes. That's all I'm saying. Do as you please. That's it for the watch list. Again, if you want to trade futures with me, you don't have an account, or you want to try a funded account, check out Take Profit Trader, okay? And use code Grizzly. I'll leave a link in the description. They have 0 activation fees once you're funded. Once you pass your evals, you don't have to pay anything for your funded account. And you can reach a payout on day 1 of being funded. Their platform's amazing. So honestly, it's probably one of the better ones I've seen. I don't know one that's better. I know a couple that, are probably equal to. So check them out. Make sure you use code Grizzly if you want the discount. That is it. Let's crush it this week. This market, I've been patient last week, but this week I'm ready to make some money with you all. So let's do it. Catch you all in the morning.